Hello, I'm Ian from Pierlite and Philips Lighting Australia. Our companies are dedicated to the innovation of providing energy efficient and sustainable lighting products and services. To that end, I'm here today on behalf of Lawrence and Hanson in South Melbourne to share with you some of the products that can help us reduce our energy consumption, help to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and also, hopefully, save some money on your power bills. As you all may be aware, after November this year, the sale of incandescent lamps, such as your 40, 60 and 100 watt globes that you use in your everyday household activities, the small fancy round globes and the candles will no longer be available. And by about 2015, the 50 watt low voltage dichroic lamps that many of us have in our homes will also be phased out. So where do we go from here? Well, from here we go to the compact fluorescents and the LED range. And today, I'd like to share with you some of the products and some of the benefits that can be achieved and some of the ways that you can save money by using the compact fluorescent, particularly through the DOT range of downlights. The DOT 110 vertical downlight comes in a variety of shapes and sizes. You can see here the one I'm holding in my right hand has a silver bezel and there's a round cutout. It's a 100mm cutout and the overall diameter is 120mm. One on the left comes in a square cutout, but also the same size cutout is 100mm and 120mm diameter roughly. We've introduced a new one into the range with a glass lens. The glass lens acts as a perfectly diffused surface which softens the light and gives a more ambient or a warmer type of atmosphere. It comes also in a drop lens. So as you can see here, this one is fixed and the drop lens comes down about 15mm. So that's the DOT 110 series. They come in, just recapping, they come in white, silver, square, and with the drop lens and the fixed glass lens. All the reflectors are a satin or a matte finish, and they can come with either warm white or cool daylight in both 20 watt tornado dimmable or 20 watt tornado in standard. So that's the DOT 110 range. Another feature of this DOT is it's totally toolless. In other words, the contractors don't require tools to either install or to replace this fitting because of its unique stainless steel mounting system. Everything just simply snaps into place. So it's an ideal, maintenance-free, very quick to install little downlight and very, very well priced. These are available from Lawrence and Hanson in South Melbourne. So just ask any of the friendly staff there and they'll be sure to give you some advice and show you the range of the fittings. We now move on to the larger family of the DOT downlights, which is the commercial range. This one here you may see is a 245mm, designed for commercial office type situation. You can see the cross vane there. We call that, it's a silver cross vane. That helps to redirect the light and also give a much more aesthetic appearance to the fitting. One of the many, many features of the DOT range is the interchangeability of the lenses. It's called the axe-lock system. It simply means that you can change the appearance of the fitting, you can change the colour and change the light distribution simply by altering and changing the accessory. It simply twists and locks off and on. No tools are required once again. So that is the DOT series of downlights. It's a massive range, and as I say, it's all available through Lawrence and Hanson here in South Melbourne. The next innovation in low energy light sources is the LED. Now you're probably aware LED have been around for 20, 30 years. Mainly used in watch batteries, calculators, some X-ray machines, and mainly used for aesthetic lighting, but not usually general illumination. But today all that's changing, because it has to change, because we have to think more of the environment, be more green. So LEDs now will be a source of general illumination. I brought a couple here today just to share with you. This one here is a 7 watt LED. Now that is the equivalent, and you can probably see by the shape, it's like a fancy round, the old fancy round, 40 watt equivalent. So 7 watts replaces the old 40 watt fancy round. And as you know, these will be all phased out by November, October this year. They'll be no longer available. So you won't have any choice. You'll have to buy either compact fluoros or LEDs. And the great thing about these is that there's literally no heat. And value for money, 50,000 hours compared to an incandescent globe, 1,000 hours roughly, if that. An old incandescent globe really is a source of energy as a good heater, because 90% of the energy used from an incandescent globe was heat. These are all light. 7 watts compared to 40, so tremendous energy saving and a great tool to combat the greenhouse gas emissions. This little one here is a 4 watt, and that's the equivalent to a 20 watt dichroic, BAB. And the good thing about these is they retrofit straight into your existing dichroic batten holders, your gimbals or your fixed. So that's a 4 watt LED equivalent to a 20 watt dichroic. This one here, once again, retrofits straight into a 35 watt, I beg your pardon, dichroic, either into a fixed or a gimbal head downlight. This one's GU10, which means it's not low voltage, it's 240. So this runs straight off 240 volt mains. Once again, 7 watts compared to a 35 watt GU10. So massive savings to be had by using these fantastic little LED lights. Just as a matter of interest, we've spent $4 billion in the last 5 years in researching and developing the new LED technology. So when you know when Philips brings it out, it's going to deliver the goods and give you an exact equivalent to the old dichroics. I'd like to give you now an example of just how much money you can save by changing over to some of these energy efficient lamps, particularly the LED. Take for instance the lighting application in a hotel. One master LED GU10 spot lamp is used to replace a traditional 35 watt halogen lamp with comparable lighting performance. The cost savings per lamp, if lit 24 hours a day over its entire 45,000 hours, would be $220.50 just in energy savings alone. The air cooling cost saving would be $18.90, and the relamping cost saving, because you're not relamping anywhere near as much as you would a standard incandescent, is $75.20. So your total cost saving for one lamp would be $314.60. And added to that, you have saved a CO2 emission of approximately 105 kilograms. So think green, think LED. Well, thank you for watching. I hope the information that's been passed on today has been of some assistance. As I say, all of these products are available from your friendly L&H staff at South Melbourne, so please go in and ask them. They'll only be too happy to answer your inquiries. And if I would ask you to do one thing, please think of the environment, think of our kids, think of our kids' kids in the future. What are we leaving for them? Think CFL, think LED. Thank you.